everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me for a brand new year. So here we are heading straight into 2024 with Heavensturn. As you can tell, we are back in Limsa Lominsa, and it seems that this is going to be the year of the dragon. I'm not sure which of the 12 is supposed to be taking over this year, but I'm sure we'll find out. So the quest is to become a mascot. Well met, friend, and welcome to our festivities. I am known in my homeland of Hingashi as the real metsuke, and it is my delegation's solemn charge to share our Heavensturn custom with the peoples of Eorzea, that we might join hands in revelry. Although Heavensturn is observed in both our lands to mark the coming of a new year, there is a difference between our traditions. Here in Eorzea, a deity is chosen from among the 12 to preside over the heavens, while in the Far East we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. And this year the beast is the mighty Ryu, a creature you Eorzeans might liken to a dragon. Now, in order to liven up the festivities, we decided to have a pair of horsebird hatchlings, or should I say chocobo chicks, serve as mascots. Winsomely dressed in the draconic attire, we were certain that they would delight all who laid eyes upon them. However, when the bugyo, the leader of our delegation, presented one of the chicks to a crowd, the reception was disappointingly muted. We know not where we erred. I say you are an adventurer, are you not? In the course of this dispensing aid, you must have acquired some insight into the people's interests. Though I am to impose, will you not help us to identify our plan's failings? In so doing, we might yet find a way to win over the locals with our mascots. You have my thanks. To begin, I ask that you seek out the bugyo. For want of passerby, she decided to wander about this plaza with her hatchling. When you find her, pray ask for her to account of our dilemma, and thence help us find a solution. Well, she's right over here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Lominsa and Laz. Why is this chocobo chick wearing that costume? I don't know, I think he looks so cute. Look at him. He's bigger than I thought he'd be. Oh, curious about our delegation too, are you? That as well, for I was just about to introduce our mascot, Ryunosuke, to this young lady. Feast your eyes on a horsebird among horsebirds, the pinnacle of plumage. I dare say Heavensturn has never hatched a mascot as utterly charming as our regal Ryu. Well, he's certainly adorable, but what's a Ryu, and why do you have him dressed up in that costume? An excellent question. You see, we wish to present the charms of the chocobo and the Ryu in a lovable package. Just look at him waggle his scaly little tail. It's an exquisite combination, you must agree. And it would be remiss of me not to mention the craftsmanship that went into the outfit. Our weaver spared no effort to invoke the might and majesty of the Ryu in the diminutive form before you. The finished product is simply divine, is it not? I suppose. I still don't know what a Ryu is, but never mind. Thank you for letting me play with him. Yet again, I failed to convey the virtues of our mascots. Yeah, I think your mascot went away. You come at the Ryu Metsuke's behest? I'll be most grateful for your aid, adventurer. I seek only to share our mascot's charms with the people of Eorzea, but my every attempt has ended in failure, as you've just witnessed. Try as I might, I cannot see what I'm doing wrong. If you have any advice, anything at all, I would be most eager to hear it. Maybe explaining what a Ryu is, because they don't know what that is. Adorable is well and good, but you can't forget the other things. Like telling them exactly what a Ryu is. other things, it was my intent to have our mascots as the highlight of Heavensturn. You believe this is not enough? Might avail me to speak with that young girl as well. Let her gaze upon Rennosuke once more and... You just noticed. Oh, wherever did our little mascot go? Followed after the girl, you say? We must find him, and quickly! Please, adventurer, will you not help with the search? Well, like I have a choice. Thank you. Now then, I believe the girl set off in the direction of the tavern. The drowning wench, was it? If we find her, I dare say we'll find Rennosuke. Yeah, I have a little dragon too by my side, as you can tell. Thought it was very appropriate for Heavensturn. Oh, thank goodness you're here. I've been asking this guardswoman about the girl, but I'm struggling to make myself understood. Perhaps you can help clear things up. This lady says she's looking for a girl with a Ryu, but I haven't the faintest what that is. To rephrase, it's a chocobo chick wearing a costume. Imagine a dragon, tiny green dragon with googly eyes. Ah, then you must be speaking of the odd little critter I spotted a few moments ago. Was wearing what looked like a dragon costume and was waddling after a young girl. I'm afraid I didn't observe where they went, though. Sorry I couldn't be of help. Many thanks for your assistance. In my haste, I had neglected to explain the meaning of the word Ryu. As the Ryu Metsuke told me, the creature doesn't exist in Eorzea. If I had begun by clarifying that it's similar to a dragon, I could have avoided the Oh, I dare say I know now why our mascot has so struggled to win over the masses. I shall speak with this guardswoman a little more, in case she has aught else of note to share. Once I'm finished, I plan to scour the upper decks. In the meantime, might I trouble you to search the lower decks? Once we have finished, let us reconvey at the Bulwark Hall. You know, this is a little bit odd. Like, I know about the word Ryu, but when I go over to Kugane to visit, people do talk about dragons. And they use the term dragons. Like, if you do the Dragoon quest for Storm's Blood, then you know that they do refer to the dragons as actual dragons. So, I don't know why it's so hard for her to, you know, pass that on. Okay, guess there's a lag here. I can't move. I can't move. I can't talk to him. Come on. Oh, I know this guy. This is actually one of the first quest givers I ever had. Oh man, that takes me back. Young lass and a chocobo chick. Spied them walking past the Aetherite, though I couldn't say where they went from there. It appears the girl and the chocobo passed through the Aetherite Plaza. Okay, let's try going down here. Oh my god, there's so many people. It's good to know that there are other people out there who aren't going out drinking because of New Year's Eve, or maybe they're just home because of hangovers. Good to know. Girl with an oddly dressed chocobo chick. She passed by here just earlier. She looked a little lost, so I asked her if she needed help. She told me she was fine, that she was heading to the Ageless River. Though I left it at that, I can't help but worry for her, out there on her own. I hope you find her soon. Okay, scouring the lower deck, blah blah blah. Looking around. No. Oh, there we go. He's a personable peddler. I know the lass you're after. Sibley's her name, and she's the daughter of a fellow merchant. Good friend of mine, in fact. You'd be hard-pressed to find a happier father and daughter. They go fishing at the river together all the time, they do. But he'll soon set sail for faraway lands, I'm told. Sibley's worried sick, and for good reason. The ocean's a fickle mistress, and even a simple voyage could cost a man his life. Any road, she came through here earlier, but I'm afraid I couldn't say where she is now. Perhaps someone else can help you there. Okay, so let's head back to Bulmark Hall. I remember seeing the picture of Siryu, like, on the artwork for this year, and I'm wondering if we're gonna run into Siryu again. Like, in disguise form, of course. I mean, they've done it with Suzaku and... what was it? Byakko? Yes, Byakko in the past. I forgot his name for a second. There you are. By your triumphant expression, dare I hope you've learned something of the little girl and our mascot? So the girl Sibley was headed for the Ageless River? That you should find just the information we need is auspicious indeed. For my part, in the course of speaking with the locals, I was able to learn more about dragons. That is, while they have many similarities with the Ryu of the Far East, they are in fact different creatures. I've been under the impression that they were one and the same, but be it their folklore or their status in mortal society, they are quite distinct. I had assumed that the people of Eorzea were like me, that they thought the Ryu was simply a dragon by another name. I suppose it's little wonder that Sibley looked so puzzled during our first encounter. When next we find her, I shall do my utmost to explain the true meaning of our mascot. Now off to the Ageless River with us. Yeah, that's true, because I think that Ryu are more like spirits than actual, like, physical creatures or something like that. Or maybe it's more like the fact that they're like spices, like what we have with Siryu. I don't know, I can't talk right now. All I know is that the dragons in these lands are technically aliens. Because, you know, Midgardsormr came from the Dragon Star, a completely different planet, and, you know, he came here long, long ago with 7 eggs on his back, and all the dragons that we have here, like in Eorzea and likewise, they all come from the first brood. So technically, they are aliens, or something like that. Anyway, here she is. I wish you didn't have to go, Papa. Huh? You're the adventurer from before. What are you doing here? Oh, thank the Kame we found you, Sibley. And the lady in the fancy helmet, too. How did you know my name? I see. I'm sorry to cause you both trouble. I just wanted to visit my papa's favorite fishing spot. But your chocobo chick ended up following me all the way here. Well, he's safe with you now. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. Pray wait a moment. In the course of searching for Renosuke, we couldn't help but learn that your father will soon embark upon a voyage, and has left you feeling troubled. I realize we are but strangers, but if you are not averse, will you not talk to us about it? It's all right. My papa, he's heading to Hingashi for trade. I heard that it's a long and dangerous journey, and it made me worry. I wanted to pray to the navigator to keep him safe at sea. But then I found out that Lim Lane wasn't chosen this Heavensturn. It made me worry even more. I see. As you say, it isn't the navigator, but the keeper who presides over the heavens this year. Ah, the keeper! But if not the navigator, I thought I could at least pray to a god from the Far East. That's why I went to talk to you. So that is the way of it. You came to me hoping to beseech our divinities to protect your father. But in my favor to showcase our mascot, I failed to lend an ear to your earnest desire. Well, I hear you now, young one, and I shall tell you a tale about the Ryu that will grant you comfort. I just, need to recall a suitable one, something that ideally features the ocean. Really? Quack, quack, quack! Oh, what's gotten into you, little one? Curious what lies that way, are you? It's a place called World Whisper Canyon. Papa told me that waterfalls appeared there after the calamity, and they changed the flow of the Nim River. Waterfalls changing the course of a river? I believe I have the perfect tale for you, Sibley, one that will bolster your spirits as your father departs on his journey. Let us head to these waterfalls, that we might avail ourselves of their ambiance. Even Renanosuke is keen, and we wouldn't want to ignore such a fortuitous omen. Well, I don't really want to be the one to tell the girl about what happened to Lim Lane and the other 12. Probably not a good idea to mention that. A story that will give me comfort? I wonder what it's about. Unlike a dragon. Oh, he thinks he's dragons. Oh, that's cute. Come, let us head to these waterfalls. They would provide the perfect setting for my tale. So, might as well just walk. It's been a long time since I've been here in Limsa. Or rather, Lenosia. Don't really have too many reasons to come here anymore. That's kind of sad. I used to spend so much time here. I should make a habit of coming back to visit more often than I do. Okay, so right up here. Yeah, I see them from here. So I'm guessing the story has to do with Siryu. That's my bet. They're big waterfalls, aren't they? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so, what do you have to tell us? Let us begin. The Ryu is a creature that shares many similarities with the dragons of Eorzea, but as I myself recently discovered, it is in fact a distinct being. Nor is there just the one Ryu. Nay, there exist myriad individuals, all of whom have their own tales, and the creature I will speak about is the mighty Siryu, one of the four lords who, legend holds, birthed a great waterfall in the far east. I called it. That does sound exciting, doesn't it? In the region of the Yangtze flows the One River, and its plentiful waters nourish nearby lands. In ages past, it is said Siryu drank so deeply of the river that he altered its very course, and so doing gave rise to a waterfall, the Dragon's Struggle. While it's not widely known, Siryu was also regarded as a guardian deity who protected people from disasters of water. Disasters like storms and floods? Indeed. Long ago it was believed that calamities could be quelled by sacrificing a young maiden to the divine beasts such as Siryu. And while no written record exists, there is a tale of a seaside village that fell in the path of a raging storm. Desperate to calm the heavens, the villagers offered unto Siryu one of their daughters. However, Siryu showed no interest whatsoever in the young girl. To merely know the villagers' plight was enough for him, it seemed, and he turned the course of the storm and spared them untold devastation. A benevolent being is Siryu, who wields his power over water for good, Even now, he hears our prayers and protects us and our loved ones from harm. That, my dear, is just one example of the noble beast we celebrate this Heavensturn. Together, let us offer a prayer to Siriu and wish your father safe travels and calm waters. That sounds perfect, miss. Thank you so much. And we must thank Rin and Osuke as well. Were it not for him, I might not have recalled the tale of Siriu. Now you can pray to Siriu for safe travels too, adventurer. Oh, but perhaps you've already heard this story? Oh yes, I have heard it. Straight from the serpent's mouth, in fact. You mean to say you've met the great Siriu himself? To think that he was more serpentine in nature. If this is true, we would be able to celebrate him in the Year of the Snake as well. Now that I think on it, miss, you said that no written record exists of that tale. How did you come to know it? Hey, that's a good question. An astute observation, Sylvie. You see, my family is said to be descended from the maiden who was offered to Siriu. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. As long ago as the event took place, there's no way to confirm the tale's veracity. But if true, then it is by the grace of Siriu that I am here, alive. Thus have I made it my mission to spread the word of his noble kind. Looking back, from the time you followed after Sibley, it is as if you had been guiding me, little one. I may be your caretaker, but it was you who was watching over me. Just like an honest-to-God's Ryu. With this, I know now what I must do to initiate people into our traditions, and I shall continue doing so for as long as the Ryu reigns in the heavens. Come, let's head back to the city together. We wouldn't want to make your father worry, now would we, Sylvie? Wasn't expecting that. Nope. I mean, I knew the story that Siriu had spared the lives of several maidens in the past. And instead of, eating them or anything, he would spirit them away to safety. So, she's descended from one of those women then. That's a nice surprise. I really hope that we do come across Siriu. I'm sure he'd get a kick out of it. So, does anyone out there have any New Year's resolutions that they plan on keeping this year? I mean, I know I made a few, but I doubt I'm going to keep them all for longer than a month or so, but hey, we'll see. And I do know that the fan festival is coming up. It should be up in about another week, so this is going to be the Tokyo one. So we should be getting a lot more information about, maybe a full trailer for Dawn Trail, the confirmation of the second job, and I'm hoping for a date. I really do hope that we get the release date for Dawn Trail. Or at least for part 2 for 6.55. I really want to see how this little story here ends before we go straight on the Dawn Trail. Which I know is generally how it works, but still, I think you know what I mean. I'm running out of things to do. And... okay. This stupid lag is going to kill me. Thank you. There you are, adventurer. Least you wonder, young Sibley is now safely home, and I've just surprised the Ryu Metsuke of our fruitful outing. Now that I've discovered a more suitable approach to my draconic dilemma, I wish to wander the city again for onlookers. Though I regret to impose upon you once more, your support with Sibley was most helpful. Might you accompany me while I take my rounds about the area? With your discerning eyes, I'm certain that you could readily identify those who might be receptive to our message. What say you? I'm truly grateful. Come, let us set forth at once. So they're going to be following us. That's always adorable to see. So let's go find some. Looks every Ilm the proud Ryu. Ryu and Dragon, East and West. While the differences between our cultures are numerous indeed, we have much and more to learn from each other. Together with Ryunosuke, I hope to leave a favorable impression. Yeah, it's a good thing that you're not doing this in Ishgard because, you know, they're kind of iffy about the dragons. I know that there's a lot of talk about peace with the dragons and a lot of Ishgardians are changing for the better, but not everyone's going to be on board with it. Can you imagine if you took up this quest before Heavensturn? That might make things awkward. Ale-sipping sailor. Huh? What the hell is that chocobo chick supposed to be dressed up as? It's a dragon, can't you tell? Ryunosuke here is wearing a costume that mimics the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. It is held that these creatures have mastery over water, and a sailor such as your good self may benefit from knowing about them. Huh? You ask me, it looks more like a sea serpent. Hold it, it wouldn't have anything to do with that thrice-damned primal Leviathan, would it? I assure you there is no connection whatsoever. Far from causing disasters of water, the Ryu is a benevolent beast that protects us from them. If you are interested in knowing more, I invite you to seek us out at the Aftcastle. Is that right? Still, here in Limsa we've got the Navigator. That's all the protection we need on the high seas. Yes, I understand the people of your nation look to Lim Lane to favor them with safe voyages. Be that as it may, disasters of water can still strike beyond the bounds of the sea. In which case, placing your faith in the Ryu could provide you with added assurance. Suppose it don't hurt to have more friends in high places, as it were. Fine, I'll go and see what this is all about. Why not just mention mochi cakes? Do they not have the mochi cakes anymore? I mean, normally when someone says, yeah, we got mochi cakes, they come running. I guess they're not doing that this year. Oh, that's a shame. Here we go. Yes, how can I assist you in your curiously dressed chocobo chick? I may shed some light on the mystery of our mascot. Little Ryunosuke here is named for the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. Oh, I thought dragons are supposed to be fearsome. This fellow looks anything but. Our costume companion notwithstanding, the Ryu is in fact a powerful and fearsome beast. Yet by the same token, they are fondly regarded as symbols of good fortune. Should you be curious about them, we would be glad to tell you more at the Aftcastle. Being that's regarded with both fear and fondness. Intriguing. Perhaps I'll pay a quick visit to the Aftcastle before returning to work. I think he's thinking about himself, you know, how authority is often looked upon with fear and a certain fondness from the law-abiding citizens. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. So far we haven't met anyone that we know. resolute resistance. By the gods, I just resolved to save my soul with the sight of adorable creatures this year, and what should appear but the most charming of chocobo chicks? What's your name, little one, and what is that winsome outfit you're wearing? You have a keen eye, sir. This little fellow is Rinnosuke, and he is dressed as a Ryu, a dragon of the Far East. By thus attiring Eorzea's favorite beast of burden, we hope to create a symbol of friendship between our lands. Well now, that this adorable form should harbor such splendid symbolism. I never heard of this Ryu before. Now I'm keen to know more. If that's the case, sir, I invite you to seek us out at the Aftcastle anon. There we will be glad to answer all your questions. Excellent! We shall head there at once. Oh, what a relief to see the locals are taking an interest in the Ryu. I dare say we have gathered enough people, so let's head back to the Aftcastle. So we should be just about done by the looks of things, unless they have like added quests afterwards. So I wonder what they're going to have planned for this upcoming year. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I really do. Oh, please. Not the lag again. It is torture. So our bugyo makes her triumphant return. You've done a tremendous job to pique the interest of so many. You're too kind, Metsuke. None of this would have been possible without the adventurer and Rinnosuke's help. Here you are, miss. My papa wanted to meet you, so I brought him. So you're the kindly folks who helped my Sylvie. I hadn't the words to properly thank you, but truly grateful for what you've done. I'm glad to see my girl smiling again. Pray do not mention it, sir. We too owe Sylvie much and more. How fares the preparation for your journey, if I may ask? Very well, thank you. And with Sylvie praying to the legendary Siryu for my safety, no matter how far I venture from home, I have no doubt that all will be well. I shall pray for your safety as well. What little we might do to help you on your way, we gladly do it. Indeed, while sharing the blessings of the divine beast is a fine thing, naught is more rewarding to our delegation than fostering friendships between our lands. For all the help you've afforded us, I wish to give you a proper reward, yet I do not know what might be suitable. Aww. Quack, quack, quack. Rinnosuke, are you saying you wish to accompany our adventurer friend? I believe the little one wishes to be your charm against Talumptia's waters, and he would be hard-pressed to choose a better companion. We still have Ryuji to aid us in our work, so if you wish it, Rinnosuke is yours. Rinnosuke, my little guardian, thank you for everything. May your divine aura keep our friends safe. And may you and yours enjoy the rest of Heavensturn season, my friend. Know that wherever the Rio roars, good fortune shall be upon you. Yay! Oh my god, he's so cute. Quest complete! And Omijuki. Oh yeah, they have that! I remember that! 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the adventure section of your... Okay. Yeah, I remember this. It's actually a little game that you can actually tell your future. Okay, so I got a new minion! Yay! I've been looking forward to getting a new minion. Where is it? There it is. As part of our efforts to introduce the noble Ryu, one of the totem animals, to usher in a new year in the Far East, the Ryu Bugyo arranged for this chocobo hatchling to serve as a mascot. For its part, the creature seems to enjoy its role and wears its outfit with adorable zeal. Aww, so cute. Oh, and he's following us. That is adorable. Oh, look! You're so lucky, Papa. I'll pray to Siryu and ask him to give you lots of good fortune, too. Oh, I guess you got good luck here. What do you know? It says great fortune. That bodes well for my voyage. Great! Greetings, my friend. I deal in omikuji, a traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Yes. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you have to pay for it. Of course we do. Alright. I'm really interested, so hopefully this is a good sign. Oh, that's cute! Did they have it shaking last year? I don't remember. So what happens is that we roll a dice, and whatever number we get, that's the little door we get to open. So, fair fortune. Thou shalt experience moderate fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure, gather thine allies, and embark upon a journey to remember. Okay, I already know what that's about. Relationships. From a foreign land cometh a kindred soul. Embrace them without reserve. Prosperity. Great success in the accumulation of small efforts. Neglect not thy daily chores. Conflict. Neglect not thy provisions, and victory shall be thine. Favor. Be wise like unto the scholar, and thou shalt find a way to overcome misfortune. Okay. Not bad. How'd you fare? Whether it was desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Yeah, it's already showing signs of dawn trail. They are very good with how they word things. Okay, everyone, so I guess that's it for now. I'm probably going to come back here and do the fortune thing every day, you know, just because to have something to do. Anyway, I guess, again, that's it. So this is going to be goodbye 2023 and hello to 2024. So until next time, everybody, please take care.